Alright, it is September 20. What the hell am I talking about? It's September 2nd. We got 28 days till archery season down here. I've been having this camera out for about 2 weeks. Hopefully it's working. It was giving me trouble for a little while. Now I'm in Banana Spider City right here. Ooh. But I put this camera on a creek crossing. I jumped the creek a while back, go and get my other camera, and there was a really good trail crossing the creek. So I put the camera up in a tree facing down at the creek. We just had Hurricane Laura and that little tropical storm before it. So I think I had the camera high enough in the tree this time. Won't have another incident like I had with my stealth cam where it was flooded and didn't take any pictures. So I'm about to find out. I'd be curious to see if those deer are even using this trail still. I'm on a trail right now, which is not a smart idea, being that deer season is close, but I think it'll be fine. They'll either navigate around this trail that I'm on, not far from right here, or they'll just keep using the same one. I got my eyes peeled for snakes right now. The only thing I don't like about this spot, I'm not terribly far from the road. It's not going to be good for people. As far as people goes, they could easily get back here if they really wanted to. But I have not seen one footprint back here from a human. No sign. Nothing. So hopefully they're not coming back here. Honestly, I think people shy away from this place because it's so small, but I think for the few that can effectively scout it and figure out where the deer are, that's a pretty good place. And I'm trying to be one of those few right now. I've found sign, deer tracks, things like that. A couple of old rubs. But I'm looking for the crack. The real crack, where they crossing at. And then I'll be able to get on them. Those tracks look like they're coming from my creek crossing. I got my camera. Definitely crossed right here. Now it's all a matter of if the camera was working. I had two of them. One of them wasn't working, the other one was. Hopefully I grabbed the right one last time. Pretty good trail right here, following this little bayou. I don't know how often the deer are using it, but they're using it. This tells me a couple of different things. When you find a deer skull like this in the woods, deer, now this is washed in here from, this is kind of a floodplain right here, but this could mean one of two things. Wherever that water's running from, which should be this way, there's a bedding area that way, or there's a bedding area real close by. Deer will always run to a bedding area whenever they're wounded. That's a good thing to remember. Anytime you find the remains of a deer, there's a good chance that is a bedding area. Now I am next to a bayou. That deer could have just been running here to get to this water, because they'll do that whenever they're wounded too. There's tracks in here. hopefully nobody watching this video figure out where I'm at. This is a pretty good little spot. It ain't really the crack I'm looking for, but pretty good bit of tracks. Be a good spot to sit, or especially early season with these tracks like this. I like it. I'm gonna get out of here before it gets too late. If you wait till it gets too late, deer start meandering through here while you're still in here. You spook them out. So I recently had a dude comment on my how to hunt unpressured public land pigs video, asking me to make a video on how to hunt deer in Louisiana on public land. And in 2 weeks I have a opening weekend hunt down here in Louisiana, and I'm going to document the whole thing as if I'm kind of like teaching why I'm doing something and why I'm picking a spot and what I'm looking for and things like that. And I just wanted to say right now, while I'm thinking about it, for those of you not only in Louisiana but anywhere who are getting ready to try to get out there on public land this year, good place to start this time of year down here especially is any fresh sign you can find. That's going to be where you want to hunt. Now that's going to at least put you in the game, because deer's patterns right now this time of year pretty much the same every day. They're not changing much day to day. So if you can find the fresh sign, you'll be able to pretty much get on deer. And what I mean by put you in the game, like you might not be 20 yards from where they want to be, but you are going to be in that general area, and you might see deer passing 50 yards, 100 yards from you, and then you can adjust accordingly from there. But number one rule right now this time of year, especially in the south, which is true across, look at this. Yeah. It's true anywhere really, but this time of year, just look for the sign. Find tracks, fresh poop, you in a game. Now, the following 2 weeks of opening week, it's going to be different. Those deer are going to catch on to what's going on around them and change up their habits. They might go deeper or just navigate around where they've been traveling. But opening weekend, hunt the sign, and that will put you in the game.